Happy Parks from Bee Parks and the Hornets, and welcome to The Hive. Like so many of you out there right now, us bees are staying close to our hives, but that doesn't mean that we still can't have fun together. So these videos are full of activities that you can do right from home, and also some ideas for things that you can do after the video is done. Let's get started. This week's episode is extra huge because we've got an awesome science experiment. So that means that our list of supplies is extra huge as well, which means that I better make myself a little bit smaller.
Okay, yeah, that's better. Alright, so the supplies that you'll need for this week's episode include a yoga mat or a towel, a flashlight, a white piece of paper. Then for our science experiment, you have 3 options of supplies. You can either have a tall glass of water, you can have an old CD, remember those CDs? Remember those? Or you can have a small mirror and a small bowl of water. Those are your 3 options. And last but not least, of course, we need space to move or dance. Alright, well I'll wait right here while you pause the video and get those supplies. Since it's going to take a little while, maybe I'll just entertain myself with a little song. Me, I want a hula hoop. I can hardly stand to wait. Please, summer, don't be late. Okay, hey, you're back. Alright, let me just make myself a little bit bigger.
Feels good. All right, let's get started. Today we're going to start with some yoga. Yoga is one of my favorite movement practices because there are a lot of fun positions we can do, and a lot of them relate to animals, which is super fun. So we're going to start with our legs crossed, sitting down, and we're going to take our hands and put them right here in front of our heart. And now we're going to take some deep breaths together. We're going to breathe in through our nose like we're smelling some wonderful flowers, and out through our mouth just like we're blowing out a birthday candle. Ready? In and out. Smell the flowers. Blow out the candle. Smell the flowers. Blow out the candle. Now this time when you inhale, reach your hands all the way up. And when you exhale, bring them down. Let's do that one more time. Bring them up. Okay, now we are going to do cat pose and cow pose. And of course, we're gonna make some really fun sounds while we do them. So we're gonna take our 2 hands and we're gonna place them on our yoga mat or our towel. And we're gonna place them right underneath our shoulders. We're gonna place our knees about hip width apart right underneath our hips. So it's almost like we're making a square with the ground. Now, when we pretend to be a cat, we're gonna really arch our backs. Just like a cat does at Halloween time. And then when we breathe out, we're gonna let our bellies loosen, and we're going to look up, sort of bending our backs in a cow pose. Moo. Okay, ready? Inhale cat and exhale cow. Inhale cat, exhale cow. Now we're gonna hold our cat pose for a count of 10. Ready? Inhale. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now let's move to our cow position for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice job, everyone. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna tuck our toes right underneath us, and we're gonna bring our hands a little bit more in front to give us some space. And we're gonna send our bottom up and back, just like we're trying to aim for the wall behind us, like this. And this is called downward dog. Let's take a few deep breaths here, in and out, in and out. And now we are going to walk the dog. We're going to bring one knee in and then the other knee in. One knee in and the other knee in. And just walk out the dog, just like you're taking the dog for a walk. Nice. And relax that back. Now we are going to come forward with our bodies into what's called a plank position. And we're going to lower ourselves all the way down to the ground because it's almost time for cobra. Now with our hands placed right underneath our shoulders, we're going to lift up into a snake pose. We call this cobra. Can you make a snake sound? Nice. And lower yourself back down. We'll relax here for a few seconds. Then we're gonna go back up into cobra. We're gonna hold for 10. Ready? Here we go. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax back on down. Okay, from here what we're gonna do is we're gonna push ourselves to sitting back on our heels. And actually I'm gonna come forward so that I can face all of you. And now we're gonna do a couple of breaths to close out our session. So bring your hands back to right here in front of your chest, and let's breathe in like we're smelling flowers, and blow out the candle. In and out. One more in and out. And then we say, Namaste. And now it's time for our short song sing-along. Today's short song sing-along comes from inside the hive. It's from Buzz, aka Joey, our very own Hornet, and he had a great idea to play a song for you guys about a bee sneeze. That's right, bees do a very special thing when we sneeze into our elbows. Very cool, right? And it's the bee's knees, which means it's great, it's the best. Okay, so get ready to sing and dance along. Here we go! It's the dance craze sweeping the nation.
Do the bee sneeze, it's the bee sneeze.
It's a fun and healthy creation.
Do the bee sneeze, it's the bee sneeze.
If you don't have a tissue, then please don't delay to do the bee sneeze, cause it's the bee sneeze, come on.
Bee sneeze, bee sneeze.
Oh yeah. Thank you so much, Buzz, for that short song sing-along. Remember, if any of you out there have a suggestion for a short song sing-along, hit us up at B Parks and the Hornets on Facebook or Instagram. It's time for one of my favorite segments, but we're gonna switch it up a little bit this round. It's time to ask a dog a question. Now, the last few times we asked my cat, Daisy, a question, she was just feeling kind of shy and kind of sleepy, so we decided to hand it over to Mélissa, aka BB, over in Brooklyn, who just happens to be dog sitting 2 wonderful dogs. Let's check it out.
Hey, it's BB from B Parks and the Hornets, and I'm here with Ducky and Moose in my hive. Now, Ducky, sit back. Here, Ducky. Everyone wants to ask you a question, okay? So, on the count of 3, everyone at home, you just say your question out loud, and Moose and Ducky are going to be able to hear you. So, ready? Get ready to ask your question. Okay, you guys ready to answer? Okay, Moose, sit. Moose, sit. All right, everybody. 1, 2, 3. What do you think? What do you think? What's the answer to the question? answer. Well, their tails are wagging, so I think that means something good. I think tails wagging is a good sign.
And now it's time to guess that sound. Just a few days ago here at the Hive, we completely lost power. And it got me thinking, this is the perfect time to... Uh-oh. Oh no, it happened again. Okay. All right, nobody panic. Hold on, folks. Just let me find a flashlight. Yep. Oh, here it is. Oh my goodness. Wow. Whew. Oh, that was bright. Can you guys see me okay? Hi. Oh, well, I guess we're out of power again, but that's okay because this next game, like I said, it doesn't need any power or lights at all. So here's the name of the game. I'm going to make some sounds and you're going to guess what the sounds are. And you can be learning these sounds at the same time so that you can play this game later on with your family. Okay, are we ready for the first one? Here we go. Meow. Meow. Know what it is? It's a cat. Yeah, you got it. It's a cat. Okay, how about this one? It's a cow. That's right. Wow, you're really good at this. Okay, let's try another one. How about, any guesses? It's a bird. That's right. Now, if you can't whistle, then you can also make a twee sound like this. Tweet, 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 tweet. Tweet, 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 tweet. Tweet, 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 tweet. Yeah, you got it. Okay, let's see. What else? Ooh, how about this one? It's a train. Yeah, that's right. I bet you'll have fun with that one. Okay, how about this one? It's someone snoring. That's right. And if you want to be funny, you can say something like, it's Daddy snoring. Or my sister. My dad and my sister both snore, so, apply to your family as you will. Okay, let's see. Let's do this one. It's the wind. Yes. Now, if you can whistle, you can add a little bit of a whistle into this. And if you can't, again, it's okay, but maybe this will help you. Just form your lips into an O sound. And then you're going to take the air out and back in. Ready? You might find that you're making some whistles in there. You might find that. Okay, now let's try making some sounds with something other than our mouth. We're going to try using our hands. Put your hands together like this, and then we're going to slide them back and forth. It kind of sounds like an ice skater. Yeah, let's see if we can make the skates go faster. And slow. Good one. Okay, let's do one more using our hands, and this time we're going to pat our legs or our thighs. Ready? It sounds like a rainstorm. Make it rain harder and softer. Oh, looks like the rain is finally letting up. And hopefully that means we get our power back soon. All right, see you next time. And now, put your hands together. It's time for a science break with Scientist Elli.
Hey everybody, it's Scientist Elli. I hope you're all finding fun new things to do at home. I don't know about you, but I really miss my science laboratory. It's okay though, because you don't have to be in a laboratory to do science. I'm going to show you some experiments that you can do right now at home with things you already have. You don't even need a lab coat or goggles. That's just a costume. The theme of today is rainbows. They're cheerful and fun, and there's a saying that goes, after the rain, there's a rainbow. That reminds us to have hope even when things are hard. Normally, if you want to see a rainbow, you have to wait until the weather is just perfect and you have to get really lucky. But I'm going to show you how with a couple things that you already have in your house, you can make your own rainbow that you can see anytime you want. To make a rainbow, you need 3 things. The first thing is a source of light. So you can use a flashlight or the light on your phone, or you could use a sunbeam coming through a sunny window. You could even use a headlamp. Spelunking for rainbows! Any source of light will do. Now, white light already has all the colors of the rainbow hidden in it, but we need some way of separating out all of the colors in the visible spectrum through a process called dispersion. In nature, this happens when sunlight filters through water droplets in the air. The water droplets disperse the colors out, and then you see a beautiful rainbow across the sky. So the second thing we need is a rainbow maker. We need something that will act like those water droplets in the sky that will disperse the white light out into all the different colors of the rainbow. I'm going to show you 3 different ideas for rainbow makers. The first is simply a tall glass of water filled almost all the way to the top with a little index card taped on it. The second rainbow maker is a small handheld mirror and a shallow pan of water. And the third rainbow maker I'll show you is an old CD. Now the third thing you need to make a rainbow whenever you want to is a rainbow catcher. The best rainbow catcher is just a plain piece of white paper. I'm getting really fancy and using a canvas, but you could also use a light colored wall. Anything to catch the rainbow before the light goes too far out and gets too dispersed. So for our first rainbow making method, we're going to make an index card with a slit in it so that our light is nice and concentrated. So I'm just going to make a little keyhole slit in an index card, and then I'm going to use a little piece of tape to tape it on top of my glass of water. The best type of water glass that you can use for this will be clear glass and as cylindrical as possible. Now that we have our first rainbow maker set up, we're going to take our white light and shine it through the keyhole right at the top of the water level. Play with the angle of the light a little bit to see if you can get your rainbow to move around or get bigger or smaller. For the next rainbow maker, we'll use the little handheld mirror and a shallow pan of water. The trick is to put the mirror in the water at an angle so that it's half submerged. To keep it steady, I'm going to use a little piece of tape here. Just like a rainbow in the sky, the light is passing through the water and being dispersed. Our third rainbow maker is just an old CD. Pick one that you don't like listening to a lot. Don't use your favorite CD because you don't want to scratch it. So you're going to use your light source to shine directly on your CD and catch the reflection on your rainbow catcher. This one's so powerful you can even use yourself as a rainbow catcher. For even brighter, more glorious rainbows, try all this in a dark room. Spooky science! So there you have it, 3 ways of making your own rainbow at home anytime you want. But those aren't the only ways. You could also use one of those fancy crystal prisms or even a garden hose sprayed up into the sky. In fact, today I accidentally made a rainbow when the sunlight hit my fancy science sticker. So after you try these, how about you come up with your own ways of making rainbows at home and test them out? Happy rainbow hunting!
And finally, it's time to dance. Oh, oh, here we go now. Do the robot. Oh, oh, hey. And today's dance is really special because we are going to have a special guest singer. It's Buzz, aka Joey. He's one of our Hornets, and he's going to sing his awesome song, Wees Do, off of our first album. And it's all about that great pollination that we's bees do all spring and summer long. So we're going to put Buzz in the spin zone. Let's go!
The hair on our legs, yeah, it helps us pollinate. Air under wing, yeah, it makes us feel so great. Take the pollen from this flower here and bring it over there. That's how we do, 'cause bees love to share. I know it's kind of funny how we can't just make our honey. Yeah, it's sweeter than the shell of a chocolate Easter bunny. Take the nectar from this flower here and bring it to our home. That's how we do, couldn't do it alone. Life spins you round in a full circle. Open your eyes to see the world sparkle. Believe in yourself and Mother Nature's plan. Know in your heart we are one with this land. Though it's symbiotic, it's not really that ironic. Flower power makes us fly so super, gosh darn supersonic. Took the pollen from this flower here and bring it over there. That's how we do, 'cause bees really care. Life spins you round in a full circle. Open your eyes to see the world sparkle. Believe in yourself and Mother Nature's plan. Know in your heart we are one with this land.
When we pollinate, yeah, it feels so great, 'cause the food we make is the food you take. Honey ain't the only thing we bring to your plate. Just think about the cantaloupe, our red and green grapes. We got the apples, pears and plums, avocados and big onions. And in the morning you need caffeine, that's why we bring you the coffee bean. How about carrots or coconuts? Beets and buckwheat, good for your gut. Raspberries, blueberries, nectarines, cauliflower, you know what I mean? Broccoli, okra, Brussels sprouts, eggplant, sesame, it's what it's about. Pumpkin pie at Thanksgiving, please, or ringing in the new year with black-eyed peas. So I hope you see what it is we bring. It's not just the honey and it's not just a sing. And next time you're sitting down to eat a meal, don't forget about us bees, 'cause we're the real deal.
Life spins you round in a full circle. Open your eyes to see the world sparkle. Believe in yourself and Mother Nature's plan. Know in your heart we are one with this land. Know in your heart we are one with this land. Know in your heart we are one with this land. Oh yeah.
And that's a wrap on episode 4. Thanks so much for stopping by, everyone. We hope you had as much fun as we had. And during this next week, we hope that you keep on dancing and singing and making those rainbows. Thanks, Scientist Elli. Make sure that you play the sound game with your family, see if they can guess those sounds that you're making. And we can't wait to see you right here next week. Bye, everyone. You are you.